Good evening, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
And we promise you a shorter Twilight talk than last night. Some stuff just, to cover it, you have to cover it, and it takes some time. Tonight we're in Genesis chapter 14 and verse 21. Tyler?
Now the king of Sodom said to Abram, "Give me the persons and take the goods for yourself."
Okay. When you're reading this, and I would encourage you to check out the Twilight talk after this weekend on Monday morning, Lord willing. People, well, that just seems logical. No, the king of Sodom wanted to put Abraham in a position of being beholden and subservient to him. If he gives Abraham the goods, then he owns Abraham. He owns a claim on Abraham. And to everyone else in the region, it looks like Abraham's doing well because of an evil king. Abraham had the wisdom, and we'll talk more about that Monday, but what?
Like it says back in earlier in chapter 14, where was it? And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their provisions, and went their way. So he's basically telling Abram, take everything our city has. So all of my citizens have nothing, and I really don't have anything. So even though you're beholden to me, I'm basically now toasting myself and my entire city, and the city next door, because, like you said, I'm trying to get any way to say I'm helping benefit Abram.
And what you're saying would be valid. Here's the thing. Those cities of the plain, of which Sodom and Gomorrah and Zoar and all those are part of, right? They were also a business confederation. The price paid, the king of Sodom was going to let Abraham have all those goods, because the other cities in confederation with him, for knowing that their former enemies are dealt with, and they now have a stronger ally protector who is beholden to one of their kings, those other cities would have kicked back into Sodom. And they would not have let Sodom's economy fail, because Sodom was the primary consumer for the benefit of everyone else. In the scripture, and what you're seeing here, and I haven't really talked about this because we kind of skipped past it. We may go back and grab it Monday night to talk about this a little bit more. There's the system of Babylonian economics, and there's the system of the Lord's economics. Babylon, Nimrod, is one system. And that's the system that says, we work together because you owe me or I owe you, and we keep each other enslaved through various means. And that's how we, and that's how we advance. And yeah, we've got to go back and talk about Nimrod and Babylon on Monday night, so remind me about that.
Sorry.
The blessing of the Lord system says there's enough for you, there's enough for him, because we can multiply and increase and not have to create debt for people. And this is the challenge in Christianity today. People are looking, going, well, how much debt are we going to have to acquire from the system of Babylon to do the work of the Lord? And the simple fact is, if we were actually doing the work of the Lord and we understood the covenant of the Lord and the blessing of the Lord, you wouldn't have to have debt, because the Lord could make increase and abound, but then you'd have to have faith. Abram has faith. The king of Sodom knows that there's something special going on with Abram. He wants to put Abram in service to him and lock in his position. And what Tyler said is not wrong. He's willing to sell out everything his people have, enslave his people, enslave Abraham, And then the other kings would have kicked back into Sodom in order to have the benefit of Abram's military skill to protect them so that their system of commerce could flourish even more. Sometimes you have to think ahead. You have to be smarter than the devil. By every right, what the king of Sodom offered made sense. By the world's standards. Take all of our stuff, dude. We wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for you. Ingratiate, enslave, and tie all of your praise to someone else who's stronger and better than you. Sharp. King of Sodom, very, very cunning. So, other thoughts, my brother?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Then we invite you to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you haven't already. And Tyler, we want to see them again when? Sunday morning.
Yes, Sunday morning at 9:30 for our Bible class. And then at 10:30 for our worship service, either live or in person for both. At Lake Butler Church of Christ in Lake Butler, Florida.
All right. Till then, have a blessed weekend. Hope this first full week of the new year has been a blessing for you. And Lord willing, we'll see you Sunday.